Winston! Hey everybody, TK here for Theme King TK, back in Orlando at Universal Orlando Resort. Where of course, Epic Universe is open, gonna be going there, but today it's about going to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. What are the wait times like? What are the crowds like now that the portals are open at Epic Universe? Over at Universal, a lot of stuff for the 50th anniversary of Jaws, Back to the Future, and here at Islands of Adventure, even a little makeover of the Lost Continent for How to Train Your Dragon. So we're gonna enjoy all of that and more. Let's party on in the parks. Always great to be back at Universal Orlando Resort. Going to start things off at Islands of Adventure here at Port of Entry. Heading to Hogsmeade because after 6 years, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure finally has Express. You can see there posted at 100-minute stand line wait. Let's see how the Express works out. So far, so good. Moving along at a pretty good clip. First time trying out Express on this attraction. And here you can see it kind of bottlenecks right there going into the building and a line in the hallway. And then you enter the actual building here in that Hagrid's room and then, of course, the final room. All in all, it took about 20 to 25 minutes with Express, so certainly not bad with a 100-minute posted wait. And the ride kind of got stuck here for a minute, but good views. And look, it's a unicorn, and she's a mum. Not a bad way to get stuck for a couple minutes. The view certainly was good. But as we left the ride, that Express queue really started to get long. Now heading over to Flight of the Hippogriff. We'll just keep the Hagrid action going here, and there you get a good look at Buckbeak. Took a chance to head over to Forbidden Journey as well, because that was a walk-on. Now we look at the Lost Continent. Now that Epic Universe is open, what is the future of this area? Is it going to get a retheme? Obviously, no real attractions left, except Mythos and the Mystic Fountain. So they're doing this little overlay for How to Train Your Dragon, and it's pretty cool. Here they have some props from the film. So here we see Astrid's axe and her shield as well. And of course the Isle of Berk over at Epic Universe, incredible. But this is some stuff from the live action film that is in theaters now. There you see Hiccup's shield, as well as some of the costuming. So this was a pretty cool, you know, get a little use out of Lost Continent. And I talked about it before as you see some more of the dragon stuff. Time to have a little conversation with the Mystic Fountain.
Do people call you Tommy? Is that why you're here? Because you're hot? You're hot Tommy?
Hot Toddy, baby.
Hi, hot Tommy. What brings you to town, Todd?
Parks and go to Epic Universe.
Yeah, but there's parks in California.
I know, but even better, I got in there.
So you came here for the parks. Is there an occasion?
Yeah, it's his birthday right there.
Hey, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Nice.
How
You
about a
having a good
little?
time?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. How about a little birthday split?
Here you go, have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mystic Fountain. And if you've never eaten at Mythos, highly recommend that beautiful view out to the waterfront. Great food, award-winning. The banner itself will say it, but we elected to go to Green Eggs and Ham. It was kind of breakfast time. I got some buffalo chicken tots. My son went with the Who Hash. We got a theme park duck just hanging out. It's a great day for the whole family to be at Islands of Adventure. Here we see a little duck family having a good time. And into Seuss Landing, you know, Hornites is coming. You got to get ready for those jump scares, so to get ready for that, we went to the horrifying Cat in the Hat dark ride.
Look at me, I'm the cat, with a cup and a cake on the top of my... I call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. They are cake. Oh, so cake. They have come here, I will show you another good trick that I know.
Yep, that ride just creepy and in the best way possible, and then came out and met up with Thing 1 and Thing 2. And look at this. This has the makings of a real scare zone. Come on, HHN. Make it happen. Horrifying. Seuss Landing truly is a circus inside Circus McGurkus now. But I'll tell you what, don't sleep on the views that you get on the high in the sky Seuss trolley.
Fun! Can you make it too?
Wee! Woohoo!
Like a beach ball, the trolley train is going boing, boing.
Well, after getting some great views of the incredible Hulk coaster from the high in the sky Seuss trolley, decided to get on it. Not a long wait for that as well. One of the great coasters. Don't go rogue. Time to go on Spider-Man.
Rock on the loose. This could be the most dangerous night of my life. And yours.
Time now to hit Velocicoaster as we head in to the Raptor paddock. And I got to tell you, a lot has been made of the debate between Stardust Racers and Velocicoaster, but here as we take a look at the 70-mile-an-hour launch into the top hat for the theming, for the scenic, for my money, Velocicoaster still #1 in that debate. Welcome to Jurassic Park, where the Spinosaurus is looming there and is part of the new movie Jurassic World Rebirth. Looks like the T-Rex ate the Explorer. Time for a little Raptor encounter.
Okay, remember what we talked about? Don't eat me, eat the guests, okay? Remember? Yeah, does that feed you? Okay. I'm gonna try to make nice with her. It's oh, it's so slimy. Let's just bring up a test.
Blue appreciated my Velocicoaster shirt, so I even got to pet her before our photo op.
Jaws. Are you jealous of the Jaws? Yeah. I know. That was a Jaws shirt, not a dinosaur shirt. Look at her. She's doing her best shark impression back there. That's excellent. That's excellent, Blue. Coming closer for the attack. And she's trying to do it towards one of you. You got to turn and see which one it is. No, I think you know what's coming. I think you know there's a dinosaur waiting to say hello. Blue, you're going to have to reach on out and yeah.
Always fun taking in the Raptor encounter and, of course, the OG River Adventure. Inside Jurassic Outfitters, I spied T-Rex that was part of the 30th anniversary Jurassic Park tribute store. Reign of Kong this morning, only a 5-minute wait, so time for a little Kong, Kong, Kong. Great to see the outdoor expedition entrance in to the temple back open. That was under refurb for a long time. Welcome back.
good.
Speaking of expeditions, I spy Oddfellow's hat from the Jungle Scare Zone. It's been fun just kicking it here at Islands of Adventure, but now the adventure continues elsewhere. Speaking of adventuring, great to see the Hemisphere Dancer back, Jimmy Buffett's plane, as we head now to Universal Studios Florida to continue our day as part of this epic trip. Always great to see the iconic arch. Into Minion Land now, and as you can tell, the crowd level's not that bad. This was on a Tuesday, and anytime you see Minion Mayhem, the first ride you come to as you come in at only 25 minutes, it's not bad. Oh yeah, as Vector would say. Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket officially closes on August 18th. Got on for one more ride. What was my final song? Well, I used the secret song menu. I went with number 703. For Whom the Bell Tolls from Metallica. I figured that was a fitting way. If you want to celebrate another ride that went away with Muppets Vision 3D, you pick number 902 and you'll get the Muppets Rainbow Connection. I also picked up this magnet to commemorate the going away of Rip Rocket. Lots of Ghostbusters merch. One of the IPs that's rumored to take over the spot of Rip Rocket. I, as a huge Ghostbusters fan, would love it. Ghostbusters, very visible in the Mega Movie Parade. Winston! I don't think even the Ghostbusters with their proton packs and their traps and their containment unit could contain the curse of Imhotep and the revenge of the mummy. Blues Brothers on their way to a performance and decided to head into Finnegan's to grab some lunch, and there was some live music going on. Finnegan's in Japan, about to go away, but alive and well here. I had the Reuben sandwich, my son, the bangers and mash, and these onion rings, beer battered with Harp, really good, and washed it down with a half and half, Guinness and Harp. Slancha. Here you can see the time train and the DeLorean. Back to the Future, another possibility to replace Rip Ride Rocket. I'd love that too. Here we see Back to the Future featured in the Mega Movie Parade. Don't miss my video on the incredible Destination Hill Valley experience from FanFest nights at Universal Studios Hollywood. And now we see the overlay of Jaws for the 50th. This Amity Island little overlay with food and especially merch. They came strong with the merch. That version of the Orca there was in the Summer Tribute Store, the Mega Video Tribute Store, and all kinds of cool Jaws merch available to commemorate the 50th of one of the greatest films ever made, quite honestly. And notice these plush sharks, and my son noticed something. Check this out. Jaws and, yeah, Bruce and Donkey. What was he doing there? And then they had some clothes from Quint and, of course, Chief Brody. Bruce the Shark, ever present, but even more celebrated right now this summer, the 50th. And we take a look at some more of the Jaws merch. Really like that shirt. Even put on the little skipper cap and a lot of cool little props and Easter eggs to Captain Jake's and the Jaws ride, which used to sit where Diagon Alley is. You can even get in Amity 6 here and have a little fun in this photo op and some team members recreating the ride.
Base tells us to go for the grenade launcher. This is a grenade launcher and it's loaded. We pull out the boat. Sorry, pull out the gun. We miss. He dives right back under. We go to Grant again. We finally get one shot. We scared him off. Base is telling us we're trying to look for shells to try to get out of there. We turn, we go into a boathouse that's nearby. It's dark, it's quiet. We turn on the light to try and see if there's anybody inside. So we call out, we say, hello? Is there anyone here? Well, we had to act fast real quick, and I've got all these passengers and they're scared. So I tell them, we're gonna go ahead and get you off this platform over here, and all of a sudden, I hear something here, boom, from outside. Well, what was that? All of a sudden, we hear that, boom, again. The shark is trying to get inside. So we're trying to flirt. I'm hearing everyone calm down, trying to calm them down. All of a sudden, that shark is able to burst through. And the boat is stuck. I can't get it to go. And we still hear him screaming. We hear everyone screaming. Finally, boat to go. The door's open. And he finally makes his appearance. Scaring everybody. We see him for the first time. All those shark teeth right there. We get outside and finally, we get a call from Chief Brody. He calls out to us and says, Amity 6, I'm going to just hang tight. You got 10 minutes, I'll be out there soon. 10 minutes? We're going to be shark bait in 10 minutes. We can't wait that long, but we go to see what our options are. All of a sudden, he resurfaces again. We grab the grenade launcher and we take for another shot, but it's jammed. We're trying to aim again, fix it. Finally aim off a warning shot. We see flames erupt because we hit a bunker. It was our fault. So finally, we're like, okay, you know what? No more running Amity 6. We go up to another port. Sorry, it's really hot out here. we finally make our way around the corner. We see that shark fin off in the distance. He's coming back for one more go. We say, no more running Amity 6. We grab our grenade launcher. He's coming, and he finally surfaces the side of the boat. He's snapping his jaws at everybody. We take one shot, boom! We take one more shot, and boom! Is he gone? Did we get him? And finally, we see him pop up on the other side. We hear Chief Brody call out to us, Amity 6, is everything okay? Call off the Marines, Agent Brody, Sir Brody, we're coming on in. Amity 6 to base, we're coming home. We finally load everybody in, and we tell you, everyone on Amity 6, thank you for joining us here in Amity. Have a wonderful time, and let's keep this experience to ourselves, right? Because remember, Amity means friendship. And that was the end of the Jaws ride.
Woo! Bit of a secret drink menu here, the Golden Shark, to commemorate the golden anniversary of Jaws. Jaws also very much featured in the Mega Movie Parade. Love this. Conspicuous by his absence is Quint. I guess the shark already chomped him down, gobbled him up. If you haven't seen the original Jaws, well, first and foremost, what are you thinking? But spoiler alert, doesn't end well for Quint. Horror Nights season draws closer. Fallout was the first major IP announcer. You see that commemorative stained glass, and then you can buy, you know, the little icons that'll stick on there for the IP mazes. Those are $8 for just the characters themselves. And then you see Jason Voorhees We got another major IP announced for Jason Universe. I love that the I and the E are a 1 and a 3 for 13. And Jason Universe, which will happen in the current day, according to John Murdy, creative director of Hollywood, promises to have a lot of Easter egg kills, though, from the films. I hope we get the sleeping bag kill. And then from there, Fallout also announced, where you'll get the vault and the big, mech suits. Five Nights at Freddy's kind of got leaked by Jason Blum, but hasn't gotten its official announcement. And then El Artista, a Spanish haunting, the first original house for Orlando, was announced. This has got team members buzzing. The guy that, created Dead Man's Pier and Blood Moon created that. And you saw Hatchet and Chains there. That was one of the houses or rooms featured in Slaughter Cinema 2. Now we look at some creature merch. Lots and lots of creature merch. When are we going to get a dedicated creature house? Or you can even see here, future exhibit in Sahara Traders. Or will we perhaps get, a creature ride at Epic eventually? We need some creature love. And some Universal Monsters love here in Sahara Traders, but no mention if we're going to get a Universal Monsters house. And that would have me kind of fired up. Some Hornites little images here in that team member and pass holder discount store. You see Jack the Caretaker and Major Sweets. And, Mr. Tape fits in there too. And then you've got some costumes from David S. Pumpkins from SNL. Always cool to see. What a great skit that was. Any questions? I hope he comes back as a meet and greet character as well. Into the Wizarding world, always fired up to go to Diagon Alley. And again, wait times on this day were pretty low, including for Escape from Gringotts, as you see it there. And time to head in to one of the greatest queues ever made. But boy, oh boy, wait till you see Battle at the Ministry if you haven't.
I move them. All you have to do is ask. Accio keys. How did you get in here?
One of the cool things you can do with the Generation 2 wands, if you go through one of the journeys and quests, is you can pick on the app and then cast your Patronus at a Death Eater in Nocturne Alley. So here's a look at that. One of the really cool features of the Gen 2 wands. Hopefully the Death Eaters themselves will return to Diagon Alley during Horror Nights. As you see Shrek and Fiona meet and greet, I'd love for there to be a daytime Halloween event, maybe in DreamWorks, where kids could trick or treat, wear costumes, stuff like that. And if only we could get some Tree House of Horror stuff in Springfield for Halloween and HHN season. And the hurl and twirl here. Simpsons, now that Epic is open, might be another land that is soon on the chopping block. We got rid of Fast and Furious Supercharged in Hollywood, and it still stands in Orlando. And the Megans were out, the Dance Mob, the Flash Mob, and the Photo Op. Megan 2.0 coming to theaters, as is Jurassic World Rebirth. One more look at the iconic T-Rex roar. Well, that reminds me that it's very rainy in Costa Rica at Isla Nublar or Isla Sorna. And it can be very, very rainy at Universal Studios Florida as well. And take a look. It didn't put a damper on our day because we had done pretty much everything we wanted, and at least it didn't, you know, cancel out the parade. But man, oh man, did the rain hit at the end of the day. People were literally making a run for it, and the wind was gusting as well. So you just felt like you were getting pelted in the face with rain. And decided it was just time to go for it. And look at this full-on waterfall here in City Walk that would absolutely rival the one in Jurassic Park. And right here at time of press, Dolls Let's Play Dead also announced another original house. Check out my Epic Universe visit as well of my first visit there. See you next time on Theme King TK.